Welcome back, my dear students. In this lecture here, I'm going to show you how to build a simple login system to our e-commerce system, our e-commerce site. All right. So first of all, we got to link this login link here to the page, right? So let's go to the top side, top nav, and just say login.php. We already have that page somewhere here. There we go. And I just saved it with my keyboard shortcut, Control S or Command S. We click it and it doesn't go anywhere. Let's just refresh it. All right, there we go. And now it goes to this login sample page. All right, now we got to create a function that's going to do this. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the login.php. Let's get out of the nav. We don't need that in the shop page. We're going to need functions because we're going to be creating a function there soon. Before we do anything, we got to make sure that this page is dynamic. All right, we got to take out the header, the footer, and all that. All right, make sure you do that. But let's go ahead and study this form a little bit right here. All right, so we have a form here with a method post, and it has an end type, even though it doesn't need it, but it does have a attribute called end type. This is for multiple files upload. We don't need this attribute here since we're going to be logging in. All right, so you can take that off or you can leave it. It's up to you. I'm just going to leave it there. We are sending the username as a post super global. If you don't know what I'm saying about post super global, you should take my PHP for beginners class. Okay, this is not a total beginners. This is for people that have some basics PHP knowledge. All right, so keep that in mind. I might mention something about post super global in this course later in the future. I might make a couple courses, but I don't guarantee it. You should know your basics. Anyway, we're sending the password super global, and we are sending in the submit. All right, with the name, with the attribute name. All right, so let's go to functions and create that. Let's right here. All right, let's create that login. All right, so first, before we do this, again, let's go to login.php and make sure that we make this whole thing dynamic. So I'm just gonna go to index.php and make sure that I have these files that I can copy back and paste them here, and make sure I have the footer also because we're gonna need that in the login.php. And I guess this would be the container of the page right there. Let me just do Control Z and make sure that I'm not taking out something that I need. Yeah, it looks like that's the div actually. All right, for some reason this page looks a little different. All right, I'm taking this one out, copying it back. I'm just making sure that I have the correct tags. Okay, it looks like I do. This page is really small. Enter, and exactly that's the way it is. All right. All right, so the next step would be to make the function. So let's go all the way down. After the get products in shop page, let's create a simple function that will log in the user. So let's go ahead and say login user. All right, so we have the login user right here. All right, so this is set up, but on the next lecture, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do it right now. I think we have some time. I just didn't want to make the lecture too long. Let's go to PHP My Admin and create a table for users. PHP My Admin. All right. Let's do that right now. In the next lecture, we'll continue with the function. All right. All right. So database ecom_db, and right here, let's go and say users. And we're going to have the user ID, the username, and the email. I think that's good for now. So we're going to have 3 fields. All right. User ID, That's gonna be an int 11. Make sure it's auto increment and the primary index. And let's have username and email. Okay, username is gonna be a varchar of 255. Email varchar of 255. All right, that's what we're gonna have for now. Later on, we might add more columns, but that's it. That's all we need for now. All right, perfect. So now let's put a couple users in here, right? So I'm just gonna click there and insert. Let's enter a username of Rico. I'm gonna put Rico at Hotmail. I don't know who uses Hotmail anymore, but doesn't matter. And then I'm going to put Edwin, and the email would be support@edwindiaz.com. All right, that's it. 2 users. I'm not gonna put the ID because that auto increments by itself. And go. All right, now we got 2 users. Now we can use it in the function right here. We can go and make the query. On the next lecture, we're gonna start doing that. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Keep it up.